two names together and jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the LSU Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach DeBoer told me pregame. He told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Guys?
Holly, thank you. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. This series has been built on tight games, but LSU destroyed that line of thinking by blowing out the Tide last season.
And I really feel like LSU is one of the few programs in the country that on paper matches up very well with the Crimson Tide year after year. And last year, David, we saw all of those athletes make so many plays.
So many athletes. Not only did they match up, they got to celebrate. That game was early because it was a blowout. They got to celebrate, and Alabama didn't like it. I look for this rivalry game to be heated.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keelan Russell extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Turns into the pile. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Fires left. Pulls it in. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Running to the left. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Throwing Russell. It's complete. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Right at the line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to pack that.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down. So their defense
makes the grab in their space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down to the air. Left side is Harris. There's a crease. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've...
Ball is out behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hall. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Lindsey. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Russell on play action. Left side is Edwards. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Just had to get rid of him.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Move. Russell on the move, trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Makes a catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Tries to do it himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for space, it's Hall. Makes a man miss. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 12 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Gamecocks getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
LSU's head coach told me at the half he loves the way his team has come out and played so far in this game. A tie ball game between 2 really great teams, 2 of the best in college football. But they have got to make the crowd stay silent. He said we can grab that momentum with an opening drive here in the 3rd. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right side, it's Hall. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Smashes ahead. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Keelan Russell finds the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working the ground game. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Down he goes.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He's going to take off. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. And now they regain the lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They've got him corralled.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Clark. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driven back.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Throwing Russell. The offense coughs it up. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumbled.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, they turned the ball over on that last drive, ended up giving up a field goal, and now they could really use a touchdown this time around.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a give to Durham. They were all over it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative. But whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll throw it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball is going to be downed at the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Russell. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The run inside. It's Clark. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Out wide left, it's Clark. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Just a short pass to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Out wide right, it's Harris. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for an alley. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Durham. Enough to move the chains. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. RPO complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Could not make his way to the corner. Deep into the fourth quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on fourth down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal at the 1. Drops back, it's Levitt. And it's caught in the end zone, and we're all tied up. They're an extra point away from winning it.
And how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Keelan Russell. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what